What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the GI Joe Classified Snowjob. Now, this figure I kind of missed out a little bit, or I did miss out on it when it first came out. I just kind of kept putting it off. Um, I thought Snowjob was like an okay character. He wasn't bad to me or anything like that. But I really liked, can't remember his name. I think it's like Sub-Zero or something like that. That was more like my Snow character growing up. I do know Snowjob, of course. Yeah, I just never had that figure, so I wasn't like in a super rush to get him. And then he sold out for a little bit, and then I was able to pick him up later on. But yeah, here he is. He does come in that older that packaging that's completely sealed. So you got the cardboard, you got the artwork, his accessories. We've got the side art. We've got the back. We've got the other side. He's number 67. So finally got this guy in here, which is kind of crazy. But I knew I needed a Joe Snow specialist since, I've got like the Cobra Arctic bats and, those Vipers. So, had to get me a good guy in there to start building that out. So yeah, here he is. We'll get him open and check it out. All right, so here we got Snowjob outside of the packaging, and first impression is he looks pretty cool. He comes with quite a bit. So he's got this locker, number 67, got his name on it. And inside of that has those baggies that we're used to, that has all of his accessories. So he's got his backpack, which looks really nice, pretty detailed in there. Just no paint to help bring this out, like no weathered look at all. That's a little disappointing for that one. You've got these skis, really big skis, pretty cool that they're to scale. You got the brown for his feet where they clip in, but nothing else for them. Really soft plastic. You've got his goggles that look pretty cool. Nice little rainbow effect in there a little bit. Nothing for the band. We've got his ski poles. Nice little loops on there. Then they've got the little spikes on the end. We've got his snowshoes in black. Nothing else on him really. You got the texture on the bottom. And get this new collar in case like he's putting his hood down, so you can slide this over to give it that effect. Got a little bit of gray in there. Nothing else on there. You've got his pistol, which is okay. No, it's got everything sculpted in there, but no paint to help bring that out. Then you've got this sniper rifle, which is pretty cool. Of course, it has a mag that drops out. But a really nice one, nice looking one, and it's a pretty nice plastic. Not very flimsy, a little give, but not too much. That's really nice. You got the brown on the cheek, and then that rail. The scope looks nice. Pretty cool. I like that. You can see a bullet sculpt in there, but no paint to bring that out. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Then he comes with this extra head sculpt with his head exposed. Looks pretty awesome. Kind of almost reminds me of if this would have been painted with like dark hair, like the old GI Joe from back in the day, like the 12-inch figures. If this was like dark hair, But that's a pretty nice head sculpt. The hair, everything like that. Really nice. And then you get him himself. So taking a look at Snowjob, he looks really cool. We've got this white overall suit, with some brown silver in here for the buckles, so that looks really good. And you've got these grays in here, different areas. Really nice. You've got the fur kind of sculpted in there, but no detail, like a little dry brush or something, like a light blue or something, or gray could have brought that out a little bit more. The face sculpt looks good. Of course, this part wiggles just a little bit because you can remove it and put the other cowl that's down. Have this exposed or the other one. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. Not much wash or anything to them, so everything's kind of plain. The brown is plain. You get the silver, which looks good. You get the grays. His knee looks to be like a different color than the rest of the white. It's like a almost yellowing. Could be the plastic they used. Yeah, not much of anything else on him, but it still looks good. He's got to blend in with his environment. You got the nice dark gloves and the boots. So yeah. So for articulation, head goes left to right. Does look down pretty good with this head sculpt on there. It's not too bad. Looks up pretty good. You can see a little bit of a gappage, but that's a little odd if you're looking at it from the front. But I'm assuming you're gonna have them posed in a way you don't see that. But it gets a lot of range in there. I mean, look at that. Tilt the head to the side. Really nice. I like that. You've got, let's see, butterfly joint in there. Get a little bit of motion. T-pose. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. You've got this cut here in the forearm that doesn't do anything. It's not really a joint. And then the wrist peg and hinge for the hands. You get a diaphragm cut. Lets you move pretty good. Turns okay. You've got the ball waist. It's hidden by this piece here, which that's doing a pretty good job of hiding it, making it look like a coat. Leg goes forward. We'll go out this far. Drop down hips. Goes out only this far. Part of it is the coat kind of hindering it a little bit. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. They only go about that far. Low boot cut right here. And then the hinge and pivot for the ankle and foot. So that you can hit some pretty good articulation. We'll see if we can get some snow poses with his accessories. And I'll swap out this head also so we can check and see how that is. All right, so here he is. I took the cowl off of there with the hood up. And you can see that joint system in there. Pretty, very nice. We've got a somewhat longer neck. Doesn't look too bad. You can tilt it even further. I love that. Here he is with the skis on. And his ski poles. You can get him like in some nice little skiing poses as he just digging away. Really nice. That's pretty cool. I'm going to put the other head on there. Put the cowl down. And he looks good. He looks good. That's pretty awesome looking. So one cool thing about Snowjob is he's got these snowshoes that you can put on him. Look really nice. Or take them off and they peg right into the back of the backpack, which is very cool. I like when you can store everything, and Snowjob's setup does all of that. I mean, check that out. You got the sniper rifle down the middle. You've got the skis on the side, the shoes. If he's trekking through that type of terrain, then he's going to be using his poles anyways, so they don't really need somewhere to store. You got the pistol in the holster. So really nice, really awesome setup. One thing with the goggles is they don't really go over his head because of the hair sculpt. So I think you have to take the head off and then put them on first, like from the bottom. And then pop it onto the head from there. Which could be done a little bit better on my end. These look good. Yeah, perfect. Get it around the hair sculpt. Bring that down. And it looks good. Just gotta spend some time and straighten it up, which I'm not really doing. But yeah, it looks good. That looks cool. I'll probably leave him like that, or I might put this head on him. I don't know if it fits with the hair. Not sure which direction I want to go with that. Let's see. So here's Snowjob with the hair exposed, goggles on, and the hood up, and the beard kind of gets in the way. I guess maybe the way it's sculpted is just not really meant for that hairstyle to be in there if you got the hood up. So worth a shot. Here's Snowjob with the other head sculpt on back on and the goggles on it, and the goggles are pretty loose. But still, if you can get it right in there, it'll hold and it'll look pretty good. I'm not sure which look I'm gonna go with just yet now. All right, so for our comparison, we've got the snow serpent, and then we've got this cobra bat, the Arctic bat. So, I mean, these are pretty much bad guys that he's going to be coming across. Um, that Arctic bat is just really awesome. I love it, and I love it with that helmet. It's got that nice uh, visor, like the way those colors just mix and fade. It like looks really awesome. They're all about the. I say the bat is taller because if you take Snowjob's hood down or off, he's a little bit shorter, but probably on par with the snow serpent. Looks really cool. I think he shares similar parts with that snow serpent, or the snow serpent shares parts with him because Snowjob was first. Um, yeah, just looking at it, I think the upper torso is the same. Looking at the pockets, and then the arms with the zippers, you got the pockets and everything. But then they change out, obviously it's different colors, but then you change out the lower forearm where this has a cut right there. That will explain why it has a cut but doesn't move. Probably because that's where this fur was. So yeah, share a lot of parts, even the thighs, the holster. But if you look at the thigh pockets, that style, very much the same, all the way down, just different colorway. Even the boots are the same. So a lot of shared parts between the serpent and him. But yeah, they all look really cool. Can't wait to get some more Arctic Joes. That's going to be pretty cool. So I guess my final thoughts on this figure is he's really awesome. He comes with quite a bit. And I love the fact that he could fit everything on his pack. So, and you got the extra heads with his hair out. Like, that's really awesome. I love that, being able to see that. The hairstyle, the sculpt, everything like that looks really nice. Really cool. Then, of course, the collar down piece. Uh, he looks really awesome. I like the look with the goggles down, but you can see under there, you can see a little gap in there. Pretty sure I just got to wiggle it around, and I don't know. There's got to be a way to make it a little bit tighter. But just looking at it like on a shelf like that, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's that far off his face. But I mean, looking at the rest of them, looks really nice. Again, the pack design with the skis and everything like that is really the I guess I don't want to say selling point, but man, that's the little icing on that cake for this guy. Like, this is really cool to be carrying everything on there. That sniper rifle in the pack, the skis, the snowshoes. It's got those poles. I mean, he just looks really good. I like this figure a lot. They did a really good job with, designing him and everything like that. So I think it's a pretty cool figure. Again, I missed out on him in the beginning just because I kept putting it off, and then I think I want to say I got this one from Big Bad again. So yeah, when they got the extra batch, they got a couple other figures in too. So really cool to be able to get a second chance at him, because he is a nice figure to have, at least for me, anyways. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. Hopefully, it helped you out, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.